Protein is really important when you are trying to build muscle or lose fat or body recomp. It is one of the 3 macronutrients, and it is super important. It's probably one of the most important macronutrients. And that is because it really doesn't change. So based on where your macros are percentage-wise, your percentage for protein typically never changes. You'll usually go up and down between your carbs and fats. I recently got a message from a friend who mentioned to me that he had just increased his protein. However, he also noticed that his weight was going up. And I asked him why he thought this was, and he said that he started increasing his protein to help with his recovery. Protein is primarily not used for recovery, and I think we get that misconception from the ideal of having a protein shake immediately after our workouts, when protein is really more so the foundation and the building block for building muscle. In order to sustain your weight or to gain weight, the only thing that's gonna change are your calories in and your calories out. So what you eat and what you do for cardio, or what you do throughout the day to burn your calories. So it could be just like your average, work schedule, just running around, cleaning your house. It could be actually scheduling in cardio on the treadmill, going on a walk, doing HIIT, Orange Theory, whatever. And I would also include your sleep in that time as well. But it's typically what your calories are in and out within a 24-hour period. So if you're increasing your protein, but you want to go into a body recomp where you're trying to lose body fat, you have to stay within your calorie maintenance or your calorie deficit. And that's the only deciding factor between whether or not you're going to gain weight, lose weight, or it's going to stay the same. But your protein should always stay the same no matter what phase you're in. And with that being said, how do you know how much protein you're supposed to have? Well, in my last video with my 90-day transformation, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that the recommended range is actually pretty wide. It's between 0.7 grams of protein and 1.2 grams of protein. And honestly, you can eat less than that. I typically eat between 1 gram and probably around 1.7 grams of protein and of my body weight now. And that is because I just choose to. However, if you are losing weight or you're in a fat loss phase, eating 1 gram of protein per your ideal body weight, your goal body weight, is highly recommended. And that will also give you room for carbs so that you have more energy to lift heavy and to gain strength while you are in a deficit, if that's what you want to do for a couple of weeks, a few weeks, between about 8 to 12 weeks or 6 to 12 weeks to be in a deficit for that long. This is where I highly recommend using a calorie calculator and calorie counting. If you're not comfortable counting your calories, at least use it to track your protein, because we don't get enough protein within our day that we think that we do. I know for myself that when I'm not tracking anything, and even when I am, I notice that I still eat a lot more carbs and a lot more fat than protein, just because I am a huge snacker. So even just like today, I'm eating a lot more popcorn and a lot more peanut M&Ms than I should. So my fats and my carbs are like consistently going up. However, I know that I've also hit my protein threshold for the day with the meals that I've scheduled to have throughout the day or plan to have throughout the day. I already know that I'm gonna hit my protein goals, and I'm in a maintenance phase. So I can have a little bit more carbs, I can have a little bit more fat than I typically would in a calorie deficit, when I would have much, much lower fats than what I'm eating right now. So this is when I recommend calorie counting, because before I started tracking my macronutrients, I'm pretty sure I was probably only hitting 80 grams of protein a day, and I did not understand why I couldn't build strength. And it was easy for me to, believe it or not, look a little bit more athletic than what I was. However, I was not getting stronger. And I highly recommend that if you're struggling to build muscle, to see growth in your muscle, or if you're struggling with your strength overall, that you start tracking your protein throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout a couple months, just to see if you're hitting the grams that you're supposed to. Are you hitting your macronutrients? Are you hitting your proteins, fats, and carbs? And also, it's also great because you want to know if you're hitting your carbs as well, because carbs and protein really go hand in hand, at least from what I've noticed and learned, is that like the lower your calories, probably the more carbs that you want to have, because it's going to give you a little bit more energy. It's going to give you that boost that you're looking for to get through your workouts, to get through the day, so that you can have the energy to, you know, get up and move through your cardio sessions, to lift the weight, to do your deadlifts, to do your squats. And yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to you guys today because it's a question that I got a couple days ago, and we have been talking through this this question together, and I know that some of you probably have the same misconception about protein. Now, we can definitely talk about recovery in a later video and what recovery is for the muscle, what it does, how it's beneficial, and how you can get better recovery, and how important your rest days are. But I just wanted to bring this video today about protein, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my 90-day transformation challenge, my 90-day transformation challenge video, like result and tips, feel free to go back and watch that video as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.